Hi, welcome to the class. Today we will study about total internal reflection. Now in chapter refraction you are studying about reflection. Okay, total internal reflection. The name of the topic is total internal reflection and in short we write it as TIR. So how does it take place? So we have an object here which is kept in a denser medium. So you know that from this object the light ray will move in all possible directions. It will go in all possible directions. So when light ray strikes the surface, normally where it will go? It will go straight. It goes straight like this. It does not bend anywhere. Okay. So there is no refraction in this light ray. Now what is the angle of incidence here? Angle of incidence here is 0. And angle of refraction is 0 as well. I am not concerned about angle of refraction. I am concerned about the angle of incidence. So right now the angle of incidence is 0. As I increase the angle of incidence, so suppose I increase the angle of incidence. So when I increase this angle of incidence, the light refracted like this and it went away from the normal. Why away from the normal? You know the reason why it goes away from the normal, as the light is going from denser to rarer medium. Okay. Now this angle of refraction, this angle of incidence. This angle of incidence is obviously greater than this angle of incidence, because in this the angle of incidence was 0. Right now we have angle of incidence which is greater than this. It means it is not 0. It has got some value, 20, 30, 40, any value it has got. Now again we increase the angle of incidence. So now this angle of incidence is greater than this. So what we noticed is this: for a particular angle and for a particular pair of mediums. For a particular pair of mediums, I mean, if it is water, air, it can be glass and air, it can be glass and water, it can be any pair of mediums. So for any particular medium, we notice that when we increase the angle of incidence, angle of refraction was 90 degree. Angle of refraction was 90 degree. So when we increased this, as we go from left to right, we are increasing the angle of incidence, and as we increase the angle of incidence, we found that for a particular angle of incidence, corresponding angle of refraction was 90 degree, and that angle at which the corresponding angle of refraction was 90 degree, we call it critical angle. So what is C? C is known as critical angle. So C is the critical angle. So light ray is going from denser to rarer medium. We have an object here from which light ray is moving in all possible directions. What did we notice? We noticed that light ray, when it goes straight normally, it does not bend anywhere. Angle of incidence is 0. We increase the angle of incidence to I. The light got refracted. When the light got refracted, it went like this. For a particular angle of incidence, there was a refraction in the light ray with angle 90 degree. That is, the corresponding angle of refraction was 90 degree for a particular angle of incidence, and that particular angle of incidence corresponding to which angle of refraction is 90 degree. It is known as critical angle. So R is equals to 90 degree. So how do you define critical angle? Critical angle is the angle of incidence corresponding to which angle of refraction in the given pair of media is 90 degree. Now again we increased this angle. So obviously now this angle of incidence is going to be greater than critical angle, because as we are going from left towards right, what we observed? We observed that as we move from left to right, angle of incidence is increasing. So when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, in that case the light ray will not refract, but it will reflect. It will reflect back in the same medium. That is, light ray going from denser medium will reflect back in the same medium when the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. So if I ask you what are the two conditions for total internal reflection to take place? Now this phenomena is known as total internal reflection. So if I ask you two conditions, what you will say? Tell two conditions. What will be the two conditions for total internal reflection? total internal reflection will happen for two conditions only. One, angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle, and second, light ray should go from denser to rarer medium. So if light ray goes from denser to rarer medium, condition number 1, in condition number 2, angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. So you can write these two conditions for TIR in any order. In any order means first you can write angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then you can write light ray goes from denser to rarer medium. Okay. So this is one condition of TIR is one. How to define critical angle? I already told you. Now, what is TIR? So TIR, when you write the definition of TIR, you will first write it is the reflection which takes place when light ray goes from denser to rarer medium and light strikes the surface with an angle which is greater than the critical angle, then the light reflects back in the same medium. So three things we did. We understood this diagram one. Second, we understood the conditions for TIR and we defined critical angle and TIR as well.